Hey everybody, it's Nikki here with Delicate Tension Tarot. I hope this finds you well, and I hope everybody's staying safe during this crazy time. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have a lot of strong Virgo placements in your chart. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always check your moon, rising sign, or there's plenty of readers online that you can also check out as well, especially if I don't resonate with you in particular. The energies can be vice versa. If you are here wanting to understand what's going on in a certain situation. Also, if you need a reading tailored to your own personal experience, my website is located in the description box below with 3 separate options for readings. So, let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be for the energy of April 15th to the 30th. What's happening for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for April 15th through the 30th, please? So we have death. Many of you could be going through a very intense transformation at this time. You know, when death comes, it is a complete change from who you once were into someone new. So you could have been walking through this for a while, especially since it is a major arcana card. The person who you were, you're no longer that individual. This could have been anything. It could have been a major life event that came about. It could be what's happening right now. It could have been a change from a job. It could have been becoming a mother. Could have been becoming a father. Could have been, you know, becoming married. Whatever it is, it's just a step up from who you once were in a positive way. What's blocking Virgo here for April 15th through the 30th, please? We have the King of Pentacles. This could be an individual. Could be a businessman, husband, father. But whatever it is, with the King of Pentacles in your block, it's almost like maybe whatever transformation you've undergone, either this person hasn't been able to do the same, maybe they're going through their own personal transformation, but I feel like it's almost as if until things balance out in that situation or that world between you two, you can't fully acclimate these changes that you've made. Maybe there are strong desires that you have with this newfound transformation that you've moved through that you can't fully step into because of what this other person is doing or what they're having to tend to, whether it's financially, it's something around stability for sure. Maybe this person is in a stronger position of stability than you are and you're wanting to get to that point. What's happening subconsciously here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for April 15th through the 30th? We have the 5 of Cups in reverse, so you definitely have been doing some healing. I think you're coming out of a period of, maybe there were a lot of emotions that you were dealing with when this happened. Maybe it took some time for you to move through. Could have been a 5-month period. Could have been 5 weeks. But I think now you're just kind of getting your bearings finally. You're finding the wisdom and the experience. What happened in the recent past for Virgo here? The Magician in reverse. You might have felt like you passed up an opportunity or that there was something in your life that you had manifested that you didn't fully accept or grab hold onto. So there could have been feelings around that were attached, right? Maybe that's what you're healing from. Maybe that's what you're letting go and coming to terms with. Or maybe there had been things that you were hopeful for, and now that they're playing out, you're kind of seeing that it wasn't really what you wanted. Or maybe you wished you would have gone about it differently. Let's see what's happening in your higher self here. We have the World and 2 of Cups in reverse. There could be an important relationship in your life that you feel like has not found closure or completion yet. Maybe you've been thinking back on that relationship, especially with the Five of Cups in reverse here. Maybe it's something you finally are releasing, but you're still working through that period of closure. There could be a significant relationship around you through 2 other people. Maybe you're connected to them somehow, that you're also noticing that there's not closure in that situation. Or maybe you're feeling like these 2 people should come back together. So you could be helping someone through an experience as well. Let's see what's happening in the near future here. What's happening in the near future for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? We have the 8 of Swords in the upright, and then we have the 3 of Wands. You could currently be feeling trapped or not knowing how or when to move forward. Of course, with everything that's going on right now, there is this feeling of being on house arrest, right? Even though it's definitely more of a conscious decision everybody's having to make. There's just this feeling of being ready to expand. Maybe you've been ready for this for some time. Maybe there's a change that you wanted to happen, but I feel like you're kind of waiting for it. This was also in Taurus's reading in the same exact placement. The 3 of Wands was, at least. And there was King of Pentacles energy in there too. But maybe there's this thing of, it's almost like wanting things to be back to normal, or the perception of what normal is for you, right, in your daily life. But I really do think you're just ready to move forward. There's something you're waiting for. There's something that you know is coming. Let's see what's happening in your emotional space. What's happening in Virgo's emotional space? So we've got the 6 of Swords. That's the card of moving forward. Maybe leaving old arguments or things behind. The Sun, definitely gaining some clarity. And then the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like things are balancing out for you in your world right now. You could be helping others or tending to help others. Maybe you feel like you have people relying on you at this time. I keep hearing that song. I can never remember who sings it. I don't think it's... Maybe it's Rod Stewart. Reason to Believe. I feel like that's kind of what the energy is here right now. Let's see what's happening around you. I mean, it's not that the story feels kind of confusing, but it feels a little disjointed. That's why I'm kind of like not talking as much as I normally do. I'm definitely going to have to get clarifiers out for this, but there is a disjointed energy, so you may be feeling this as well. 10 of Pentacles in reverse for what's happening around you. Five of Wands in reverse. There could be a family unit that's falling apart. I don't think it's yours. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, you might be dealing with connected family issues. There could be somebody in your family that's dealing with something at this time, but it's kind of like there's not any energy there to... It's not completed, but there's no new start either. So it feels like it's at a stalemate. But nobody's fighting anymore either. Like, nobody's really butting in on anybody else's business right now. Nobody's really talking about it. Let's see what's in the hopes and fears position. What's in the hopes and fears position here? 6 of Cups. So yeah, there's a lot of nostalgic energy around you right now. I think a lot of memories from the past are coming to the surface. You know, I feel like a part of you is hopeful to reconnect with this energy, but maybe it's also... maybe what's going on around you is also bringing up some fears at this time because you don't want to go through a similar thing. Because this is strongly connected to family. These could be repetitious karmic cycles that also seem to be happening through the family as well. It's definitely watching a story repeat itself, maybe in a different way. And I think there's a part of you that you don't want to experience that. Maybe that's the energy that's coming up for you right now. It's really deep inside of you though. I don't see you talking about this with anybody. In the far-reaching future, we do have the Two of Wands. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Swords. And we have the High Priestess. I think a lot of you are going to be accessing your intuition. There could also be things that come up in the future that were previously kept secret. I think you're going to be hearing about this through other people, though. And maybe this is going to happen whenever this this family unit finally separates. But I feel like right now everything's kind of not quiet. It's just there's not, where once there was a lot of communication around this thing, it's kind of gone quiet. It's gone silent. It's also quite possible that before you make these decisions in the future for yourself or your family or whatever it is that's going on around you, you're going to want to make sure that everybody is kind of set and stable and secure. Because there is a lot of detached energy here. It's a lot of being in your head. It's not necessarily communicating everything. It's kind of like moving through it internally, but not physically yet. Let's clarify death here for Virgo. Queen of Cups. So there is a lot of emotions that you're feeling. Maybe it's emotions that you haven't accessed in some time. Maybe there has been a big transformation of how you feel things. Maybe you feel things on a much deeper level now, which is actually allowing you to access a lot of those deeper emotions that have kind of been stored away for some time. Could even be memories. But you're really getting in touch with those feelings and emotions in a much more calm way. Maybe through nurturing another is in a way where you've learned to nurture yourself better. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. That's the block. Queen of Swords. So yeah, there could be somebody who's on your mind right now who has been cut off by somebody. Because I do see this Page of Swords over here with the High Priestess, and I feel like those two are connected. But there is this energy of just something really is weighing heavily on you right now. But I don't think it's something that directly involves you. I just think it's almost like this chain reaction of your reaction to the experience. Whatever is happening in that experience is bringing something up inside of you. Let's clarify the Five of Cups reversed. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. So yeah, I definitely think whatever this is, I don't know if this is your energy at all. I mean, it could be, don't get me wrong. But I feel like for you with healing, it's whatever is in the past is in the past. I don't think it affects you in the way that it used to. I think it used to affect you a lot more intensely. It could have brought up a lot of anxiety for you. It could have brought up a lot of mental turmoil for you, but there's no physical pain that your body associates with it any longer. Let's clarify the Magician in reverse here. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think you've got a lot of changes coming up, but I feel like it's almost like this might be family karma to deal with. I mean, I don't understand how it's affecting you, but it is. Let's clarify the World in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Page of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles. So I do think that there has been an end to a long-term relationship within the family somewhere. I don't necessarily think this is your relationship. It could be. There's just a lot of different characters here. So it feels like different types of people, different types of personalities within the same family unit. And it's a generational family. So it involves grandparents, extended family, you. This is really on your mind right now, though. And I think maybe it's because whatever is happening in that situation is triggering deeper fears within you, or it's just making you think about them on a much deeper level. Yeah, because we have the Hermit. I also feel like in some way there is like this silver lining or this blessing for you in this situation. Like, I feel as if somebody's going to have something that they're going to want to share with you, and I think it's only going to further add to your wisdom and knowledge. But it's coming out of this separation, or it's coming out of this limbo or this stasis that's happening within the situation right now. But it's a wealth of information. Like, whatever this information is, it actually adds wealth to your knowledge. It adds wealth to your family. It adds wealth to your future generation. It almost gives you advice, or it gives you knowledge that has value in a way where this won't happen for you in a positive way. Like, whatever negative it is that's going on around you, this doesn't have to happen for you. And I think you are seeing that and you are understanding that. But whatever it is, it's triggering and challenging some sort of fear or prior memory. Family trauma. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords and the Three of Wands here in the near future. It's way too many cards. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords here in the near future. Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. Yeah, I think there's a lot of if this ever happened to me, would I be able to do it on my own? Like, somehow you're going in that direction. But I think you need to be staying present, because the Seven of Cups it's a really it's a lot of illusion, it's a lot of uncertainty, it's a lot of confusion, and not a lot of clarity, especially with the Seven of Swords. It's almost like self-deception, where you take yourself down all these different avenues and you wonder, okay, if this happened, what would I do? If this happened, what would I do? What if this happens in this way? What would that mean for my future, and would I be able to do it on my own? Let's clarify the Three of Wands. But I don't think you need to be thinking that way. Yeah, Eight of Swords in reverse. I also feel like there's a craving for freedom and expansion right now, which I think you do. It's something that's there. Whether you feel like it actually is or not, it's something that is available to you. There is autonomy that you can have, and there is freedom that you can have within your experience, while still maintaining stability within your experience as well. I just think right now you're working through a lot of fears, and it has a lot to do with what happens in terms of like generational karma or ancestral karma. Yeah. Four of Pentacles and Two of Wands. Just because it's happening around you, or just because it has happened to you in a certain way, doesn't mean that you have to follow the same path or make the same choice. Let's clarify the Six of Swords down here in your emotions. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups reversed, and Death reversed. I think there's almost this juggling act that you're doing, because it's like there's two things that you're having to focus on, and part of you is like, like I want to focus on this transformation that I'm having within my heart space, but at the same time, like, I feel like I should just put it to the side and like move forward, because this isn't my problem. And I know that doesn't mean, like, I know this doesn't have to happen to me. So I can either stay in fear, or I can move forward without really addressing it. But I do think there's a way to address it and still move forward. Let's clarify the Sun. So we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So I think it would be good for you to gather some clarity on why something hasn't happened yet and how it actually is a blessing in disguise. I think maybe it would have caused more frustration and we'll say tenseness within the situation. Let's clarify the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. I really think this is an opportunity to find some closure and completion in situations, especially regarding the past. I also think it's a way to address and bring balance to certain things within your life before you actually move forward in larger ways. So let's clarify the Two of Wands and the far-reaching outcome here. Knight of Wands. I definitely think there is a craving for freedom right now. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles here. Two of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for me here, please. And the Magician. Yeah, I do feel like you're going to be able to find some form of personal security, or you are in the process of manifesting something to help you feel more strong in that area. I do feel like there's important conversations you need to be having right now with people that you love. I think it has a lot to do with forgiveness and understanding. Let's clarify the Page of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and let's clarify the High Priestess. We have the Fool and we have Temperance in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be finding out about something happening around you through other people, connected to whatever this situation is that's connected to your family. It's also quite possible that somebody may have been working really hard to create a new beginning somewhere, and then when all this hard work is done, something's going to come out. I don't think somebody was being fully honest with this person. Or they weren't being honest with themselves. Because with Temperance in the reverse, it's going to put them back in an emotional tailspin. So let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers real quick on this reading. We have pause, so it definitely is a time to reflect and feel deeper. And then we have action, which is a little contradictory. I think more so it's about taking action towards what you're feeling inside, dealing with those internal emotions and working through them. And then we have cry. Yeah, there's working through them. Really releasing and allowing yourself to feel the fear and to understand that these things that you are afraid of, they don't have to happen to you. They don't have to be a part of your world. So there's the spill the tea, so I do feel like there's going to be important conversations or things coming out into the open that are going to be quite unexpected. We have the pen is mightier than the sword. This might be something that is written. Could be an email or a message. And then we have burning the midnight oil. I feel like you're having issues sleeping lately. Maybe you need to write too. Maybe there's a thing of like needing to journal or needing to write the way that you're feeling or the things that you're concerned about so that you can see them in a more detached way. We have graveyard, so there's definitely things from the past that are kind of coming back to life, in my opinion, with this card. Things that you thought were long gone and buried within yourself are definitely coming to the forefront. We have forest. I do think these are things that, and unicorn. That's nice. I do feel like you're going really deep within right now. And I do feel like there is magic in the experience. I think it's an opportunity for you to clear out a lot of fear and a lot of uncertainty around things that you are deeply afraid of. Do understand that I feel like there's a way to process these emotions and feelings and take wisdom out of these ancestral experiences or generational karma that you have noticed or you have found patterns in, and there is a way to not repeat it. But I think you're going to be getting a wealth of information or a wealth of knowledge from the people around you that are experiencing this. It's going to set some good groundwork for you. So don't be afraid. Just work through the things that are coming up for you at this time, because I do feel like they're unexpected. You know, I feel like it's like a rediscovery of things that you forgot were there. It could be fears that you've always had as well. Okay, Virgo, thank you for joining me. If you did like this video, please like, share, subscribe, or comment down below. Feel free to check out the links in my description box. There's one to my website, there's my Instagram handle. There's also links to all of the decks that I use. They are independent artists, so if you feel like you would like to support them during this time, please do so. And I will see you guys next time.